I acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Gibel and Jarowair peoples, and humbly pay respect to elders past, present, and emerging, for they hold the wisdom, culture, and hope for the future. I would like to extend this respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people across this nation. I was asked to observe the degree to which Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and cultures were valued and represented within my local community. So I walked, listened, and sat mindfully on this land. This is what I found. I found that this story, the story of Aboriginal communities, peoples, and nations in Toowoomba starts a long, long time ago. 60,000 years ago, in fact. Within the mainstream Toowoomba community, I observed that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture was represented in a romanticised and probably disrespectful way. Art depicted the noble savage, and meaningful value and representation of culture and country was almost invisible. As if white Australia picked the positive parts of history and forgot the value of remembering the truth. I humbly listened to people, including Uncle Darby McCarthy, who shared the story of the Battle of One Tree Hill with me. This history is of a warrior, Multugra, who gathered warriors from neighbouring tribes of Toowoomba to resist invasion of this country. Multugra's suspected final resting place is in the vicinity of Tabletop Mountain and the Picnic Point area. This place should be a place of mourning, or at least a place of learning about past atrocities and genocide. However, no recognition of this battle or the Aboriginal lives lost can be found in this area. Further, locals walk this area for exercise without any awareness of its significance in the Toowoomba history. I also learned that one of the most expensive private schools in this community is built on sacred Aboriginal grounds, a meeting place where women would sit in circles and share knowledges. This is completely unrecognised and undervalued by the school. I then began to reflect on the power of people sitting in circles, sharing knowledges, and supporting one another with love and respect. I was left deeply saddened by history, a sense of severe injustice, and I also felt ashamed for my lack of knowing. Further, I realised that I unknowingly carry white privilege and guilt at the same time, an outcome from past and current policies and practices. Words including genocide, trauma, war, disease, violation, violence, scars, abuse, lost, sick, stolen, and shame filled my head and heart. However, I continued to walk mindfully, listen, and learn. I had seen the land, waterways, skies, trees, and animals before. However, I connected with these environments and felt them for the first time. I listened, I learned. The power of being an ally, moving forward, became clear and a priority within my presence in community. I attended NAIDOC Week. It became clear that although value and recognition in mainstream Toowoomba was mostly invisible, there is so much hope. Words like strength, identity, resistance, pride, love, care, connection, holistic and healing entered my mind and heart. It was obvious that past policies and practices, although causing trauma, were unsuccessful. I learned about Indigenous healing programs, legal programs, educational programs, support programs, and many innovative communities continuing to resist oppression. I thought about what could have been, what could be. I again saw the power in being an ally. Respect for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, culture and country can heal this land and can heal this land's peoples, regardless of backgrounds. However, I observe the need for this respect on a national, state, community, and personal level, and hope that change and healing will occur in the future. I also observe that meaningful, respectful, and valuing representations of truth is needed within this community. I will share these stories, the stories of strong, connected peoples, communities, and cultures. When we know better, we must do better, and we must do better together.